Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another book opening. And here I have volume 4 of How to Think When You Draw with Lorenzo. And I wanted to do a comparison with the different sections of the book and the differences. Here we have the encyclopedia, and the comparison that I wanted to make is with the heads, since the head and faces are something that a lot of artists will have to study to sort of create their own characters. And the thing with all of these books, they usually have a section for all of the fundamental skills you will need with various specific topics. And this is sort of take 2 because I realized that volume 1 does not have heads. This one I read wrong as hands, but heads is in volume 2 with angles. Volume 3 has shapes, and then volume 4 has structure. Though I will show a little bit later that I actually didn't notice that volume 1 does not have a specific topic about heads, and I will show it to you later. And the deal here is that it's sort of created in such a way that this video is created in such a way that I want to sort of see like what is the difference, and that if you were to pick one, which one is right for you. But for now, here in volume 4, table of contents, we have chapter 1 till 7, and they're actually all the same with all of the books. So we have chapter 1 as character design with different fundamentals, animals and monsters, vehicles, machines, elements, layout and composition, natural world, and world building. And let's go straight to the volume 1 just to illustrate that they're all the same. And here we have all of the same chapters in topics, but just different specific ideas. Whereas with that said, I will start with actually volume 1, that they might not have the specific chapter topic about heads, but there's a lot of things here that allows you to sort of reference like the ideas of drawing heads. And I'll start with the nose as chapter 22. So here started out was just generally creating a circle and nose, and then later on there's drawing ears, in which case when I was sort of trying to copy and study from this book, I was just drawing general heads here. And then this is sort of the theme where as you move forward, here's angry expressions, and that's already sort of trying to study like what does the head might look like, and then adding the mouth to it. So it's not a specific lesson about creating head shapes, but to sort of draw these faces, you're already developing like certain skills to drawing the head. And that's sort of something I realized later on when I was trying to put together this video. And then here's once again a lot of references of various heads, and so it's all expressions, eyes, nose. That is something that is sort of trying to reference from the previous lessons, but to draw all of these you're still sort of practicing to draw heads. This is where I was sort of saying that I didn't notice that there was no head specific lessons in this book, but all of the different lessons about expressions and facial features, nose and ears, sort of push you to develop certain skills to draw the head by itself. With that said, let's take a quick look on volume 2 and their lesson about heads. So here we have head angles. In this case, it's about perspective and just where the shin would be relative to the nose and eyes, that when you start to look up, it starts to sort of squash down together because of foreshortening. And general like features to look out for when the head is sort of tilting up. And I definitely have a problem when the head is sort of tilting downwards, and I will get a lot of those things wrong. Head shapes in page 22. This one is another great exercise that I got to do, and trying to just do at least daily. I don't have to sort of come up with sort of unique designs by themselves, but to just do the exercise to get a feel for things. So here just trying to sort of copy and then try to do my own exercise on my own with various shapes. But this is just a sketchbook from a calendar book, so it's nothing to like be one of those clean sketchbooks. Just any random book would do for me, since it's just supposed to be rough and personal exercise. So this one is a pretty good exercise for head shapes and to find, at least for me, a style that's outside of like realistic drawings. Now coming to the end with volume 4, page 16. Now this might be the most detailed out of all of them, now that we get to see sort of side by side about like how to draw the head in proper form. We have the classic sort of circles and shapes, and then the arrangement, distances, alignment between eyes, nose and mouth that can be tricky when starting to draw for the first time. And this is more of the fundamental of like drawing a head compared to the previous ones, where it's more about finding and discovering sort of unique, more cartoonish head shapes. But with that said, I will end the video now for here, and I'm thinking about maybe doing more episodes about the different chapters and comparing what are the differences between each book. And of course you don't have to get the book, since a lot of these tutorials, if not all of them, are actually free, found in their websites apparently. But this video is just to sort of look at what is the differences between each book and how one can just pick up any single book and not be limited or missing out on any other type of content, since all of the chapters are basically the same, as I have mentioned in the beginning. And the only difference is to just look into the table of contents and which particular skills would you like to sort of look into specifically, and then pick up that book that sort of fits all those skills. If I look at the back, if I remember correctly, there's even sort of Learn Nuary event. I'll need to look deeper into it. And then there's sort of these free 50 pages comic book making tutorial book. So they have sort of set out sort of specific pages that they see to have like the most important skills when making a comic, and that's maybe something that you guys would want to sort of check out as well. So you can sort of search and download it, as you can see right here. So with that said, hope you all enjoy, and then I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye for now.